Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 65 of the Video Games Ahoy podcast. Woo!
Hello.
I'm your host Jonathan Radford, and today I'm joined by Gape.
Hello there.
And Zach Hamilfun.
Oh, it's me. Oh, that's good. That's good. I thought you'd lost it, but that was good.
No, I thought about that on the way home. I was like, oh my god, what? No one's ever called him Zach Hamilfun before.
That's true. Actually, I've never had that before.
Oh,
so
I was being sarcastic, but
no, genuinely, I've never. No, it's good. That's good.
Zach Hamilfun. How? Yeah, that's all I do. That's what I do when I'm coming home from work. How you guys doing? It's been a while since we spoke.
Yeah, man, it's a good time.
Well.
I'm glad you're not thinking of puns on my surname.
Well, it's already presented us with like so many opportunities, but no, I was trying to think of it. Yeah,
it's wide open.
Hey, that's good. That's a good one.
There we go.
Dang.
There we are. I think.
Anyway,
we no improvement.
Video Games Ahoy.
Yeah. one way to start. But yeah, we are Video Games Ahoy, as Dav just said. We have lots of videos out and we have lots of podcasts out. Go listen to them on podcast places. Just find us. Just type the name. I say this every week.
Just do it. Sort it out.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it, sort it out. Jeez.
I think that's it.
I've been here for a year. It's not a big deal. Just go and do it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Okay.
Chickpea, all the
There's
love.
an old meme.
ACP! Subscribe for tier 1. How are you doing,
8
ACP?
months.
I know. I don't know how you put up with this.
Dude, 8 months.
That's pretty good going. That's
dope.
Alright, gents. Should we just talk about the news? Should we just get into it? Because
man.
I know, Zach, you've got to learn some Japanese at some point, haven't you?
I do. I have to leave for my class.
So we're gonna keep this.
Arigato.
We're gonna keep this as zippy.
Amaretto.
Isn't that like a drink?
Yeah. It's like a biscuit, isn't it? An amaretto biscuit.
Yeah.
I feel like. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Moving on.
We're gonna talk about Gamescom, because I think that's a good place to talk. Let's talk about some games. Some games being announced. I will mention Xbox did one 2 days ago, and it was.
I streamed it, mate.
It was. Oh man, I feel for you.
That was tough.
Because I wasn't free,
going.
like, and I had it on the background, and I was just like, that was
long.
Ooh.
And it just felt like it was 90 minutes, wasn't it?
It was 90 minutes, and the problem was they just didn't set expectations right.
Yeah.
So like, we've seen good Xbox Gamescom presentations before. This was not one of them.
No, it felt unnecessary for a lot of it. Like the one when they were talking about the trebuchet,
That was the best bit.
I love history, and I love honestly, they were talking about the trebuchet. I was like, I love this. This is amazing. But then it was just like, but do they need it? And this is the best bit of the presentation. Did they need it? But maybe they did. Maybe that's what saved the presentation. But it wasn't the best.
Very quickly, Forza Horizon 5 still looks absolutely beautiful.
It looks amazing.
And there was something else in that whole thing that I thought was alright, but I can't remember what. I thought Dying Light 2 looked really bad. It really de-hyped me.
To be honest, I can't remember. So it couldn't have been that great from my perspective. Like I just couldn't remember it.
Chickpea's right. I was not impressed at all.
That's really funny.
Even the games they shouted for Game Pass. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, there weren't that many good. Like there was that whole load of indie games, wasn't it? But then, which looked fine.
Humble games. Yeah. I tell you what though, a multiplayer coming to Flight Sim.
I will be honest. Anything to do with Flight Sim, I did enjoy that. But then I really enjoy Flight Sim. It's just like flying around, just being on my own, lonely.
So maybe the multiplayer doesn't.
Maybe the multiplayer doesn't do it for me.
It's not for you.
It wasn't for me. All right, let's talk about. So I want to talk about Gamescom. Just what happened last time, because last night was actually I quite enjoyed that show. Wasn't able to catch all of it live. I had to watch some of it afterwards. But I thought it was. I actually thought it was a pretty decent show. There's a lot of new games that were unannounced. We'll talk about a couple of them in a little bit. And there was some really, really good. I will mention like one of the first things I mentioned, Halo Infinite.
I mean, why wasn't that at the Xbox thing?
I see, and the thing is, as well, at the Xbox thing, they could have gone, hey, we know you want to hear about Halo, but it's going to be tomorrow night. Yeah. I'm Jeff Keighley. Blah blah blah. All whatever they want to do. Like, I know he didn't host the Xbox one, but still, Jeff could have done that. I reckon. Still could have done it. But no, you're totally right, Dav. And that's the first thing I saw on Twitter. Was everyone like, "What? Why? But I tell you one thing I will say about Halo: that controller and that Xbox.
Oh my gosh!
Chef's
if
kiss.
I had the money,
Honestly,
if I had the money. Oh,
Zach,
so good.
I don't know if you've seen the controller or the Xbox.
I didn't see the controller. What's this?
So the
Here, let me-
Dab, do you want to
look it up.
because we know you're the Halo expert.
I'm sure. I think we've all played quite a bit of Halo.
I've played the same amount of Halo as we have played online together, essentially. Apart that, so that was
Okay, so the new console, the Halo console, looks in theme with Halo Infinite. It's sort of black, sparkly. It's got that sort of lines you expect to see from a Halo thing. Looks beautiful. You've got to check that out. They've got an Elite 2 controller.
Yes.
Designed on Spartan 117's armor, with like the visor gold for the joysticks, and like there's a bit on the back that looks like where Cortana's thing goes in. It just looks so beautiful, and it's probably like the same price as an Xbox Series X.
Well, just to let you know, I read a tweet this morning saying that the Xbox Series X has already sold out and it's going for over £1,000 on eBay.
Jesus.
So there we go. Which is mad. But Zach, I would definitely recommend you checking it out because they do look genuinely beautiful.
Yeah,
genuinely beautiful.
I'm just trying to find them. I couldn't find a link, but I'll have a look after the show.
Have a look after the show. No, they really did look great. I'm just going to run through a load of new games and some of the things I mentioned. I won't mention everything because there was a lot. Saints Row is getting a reboot.
Looks really good.
It does look really good, and like, to be honest, it probably fills the GTA spot that is being not fulfilled by GTA currently, because that game's going to take a long time to come out.
There's something else that's going to fill my GTA spot.
Oh, okay.
That was announced last night.
Oh, there we go. Let's go. Cult of the Lamb looked bad. No, it didn't. I was just making that joke. It didn't look bad. It actually looked quite interesting, but it was so random, and I loved how Jeff Keighley was just like, "Yes, this is it. This is Cult of the Lamb." It looked fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was shown for a little bit. That looks great.
Shredder's Revenge looks great.
Yeah, it looks really great. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Who doesn't love Monkey Ball?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Zach, do you like Monkey Ball?
Do you know what's so funny? Is actually
if you say no,
I was gonna say not that long ago. Me and Brahman were playing it together and just trading off. It's super fun. We were playing one on the Wii.
It's so good.
You got to play with the controls.
Really
good. Really enjoy.
It's so good.
This one's got 12 mini games, and they announced that Morgana, the cat thing,
Persona 5
is
Persona 5
playable, along with Sonic and Tails,
which is mad, and also the guy from Yakuza, which is great.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
I just want to quickly mention Lego Star Wars, which actually looks amazing.
Looks beautiful.
It actually looks amazing.
Based on the new films, is it?
All of the nine films. It genuinely looks great. Yeah, and the combat looks like you could fly planes. It looks like possibly one of the best Star Wars games ever made, but it's Lego.
I think it will be the best.
Yeah.
And, Star Wars games. Yeah, definitely the best Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Definitely up
there.
Star Wars.
100%.
There aren't many good ones, to be honest.
There's not. There's lots of them.
Yeah. But something that looked really cool was it doesn't seem like you go through it chronologically in the films. You can go by planet.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
So you go to the Dagobah system and do all the Yoda scenes.
Yeah.
And then you can go to Tatooine and do the pod racing, but then you can do the scene with Rey and all that sort of stuff. So.
Well, this is pod racing. Just saying. Anyway, let's move on. Jurassic World Evolution 2 looks the same as the first one, which is good. Lots of people liked it. Far Cry 6. Ubisoft, I guess.
Another story trailer looked good, didn't it?
Yeah.
But
still want to see more.
I don't know if I want to see more. I just want to see it at £15 on sale and buy it in a year's time and play it then.
Remind me, how did you guys feel about the last few Far Cry games?
I played 5 recently for about half an hour. Because basically, what really annoyed me with Far Cry 5 is that, remember I said I wanted to play GoldenEye in that?
Oh, yeah.
You had to play half an hour of Far Cry 5 to access those multiplayer games. So I literally played the bare minimum amount of Far Cry 5 just so I could play the GoldenEye games.
That gives a pretty good picture of how you felt about it.
It was fine, but it's everything that you expect from an Ubisoft game, which is just massive world with nothing in it except for all of this repetition. It's just honestly,
I really loved Far Cry 4, but I never need to play another Far Cry game.
No.
Yeah.
Because
That's a really good point.
Exactly the same. From 3 onwards, it's all the same. You got
It's a really good point.
You had the Far Cry 5 spin-off that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah.
And they're just all the same. Doesn't matter what the setting is.
Yeah.
Whether it's cavemen or whatever.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Don't need any more.
Yeah. Well, because 3 was one of my when I played 3 in 2013, I was obsessed with it. It was one of my first Ubisoft games, and I fucking loved it. And then
4 was a carbon copy of 3.
Yeah.
To be fair, 5 was like it had an interesting idea, but again, I
agree with that. See, I feel like it felt like it was interesting. It was doing something that there wasn't some other game. I couldn't just go like, I'll just play the other one that's the same, you know. But like, it's still that Ubisoft problem.
Exactly.
Ubisoft, I don't know how we're saying it.
Yeah, but I never know if it's Ubisoft or Ubisoft, but I call them both when I depend. How I'm feeling is how it comes out. That's exactly what happens. Let's keep going. Park Beyond, which is the tropical people making a new one. That looks fun.
Park Beyond is like a mad theme park simulator where like it's not just making like rubbish little roller coasters. It's like you can make a roller coaster that literally takes off for like a minute and comes back down, and like you can just like mess with it. They call it impossification, which love it.
Nice.
That's a word.
With a fun trailer with like a Willy Wonka-esque theme park designer. Very good.
Yeah, no, I played Tropical for about 10 minutes and I was like, this is batshit crazy and I love it. Let's keep moving on. Jet the Far Shore, that looks fun. I like that.
Looks better every time I see it.
Yeah, it does. Horizon Forbidden West is one of the bigger ones. That actually got a date, which is February 18th, which is actually... that means I imagine it was probably delayed by about 6 months, which is okay, I guess. Which is actually, we're talking about delays. We actually mentioned it earlier, and we should briefly talk about Halo and the fact that co-op for the main story, and what was the other thing that's been delayed? Forge is not actually coming out on the same day, which is the 8th of December. I think is the date that's coming out.
December 8th for Halo Infinite.
Which is great. I love the fact that it's coming out on the 8th of December. I'm glad they got a date, but it is sad that like 2 modes that a lot of people use are not being helped. But
the one thing I will say in defense of them is that it's a completely different campaign than we've ever had in a Halo game. So the co-op experience that we all love from playing Halo games isn't necessarily going to be what the co-op is in this anyway. So I think they probably do need to spend more time to make sure it works, because it's not as simple as pop another Spartan in and just go on the same track. It is going to be different. So hopefully the delay's worth it and it actually turns into a really cool co-op experience.
It does tell me though, like when you see December 8th and you see that they pulled those 2 things, that if they didn't pull them, that this game was definitely getting delayed into 2022. 100%. Like it's so close to the end of the year anyway, and it's just like that is cutting it fine. But it is sticking to the year, and I think it's 20 years Halo and Xbox has been going, so I feel like they really wanted to land at 2021 so they can say that, which they did on stage, to be fair. But yeah, go back to sorry, Zach, what were you going to say?
No, well, I was just going to say, because of the nature of Forge and the multiplayer, but the Forge thing in particular is so integral to the longevity of those games. I mean, the fact that some of those games, like Reach, for instance, people are still making maps and game types for those, on the Master Chief Collection and stuff. Do you think they're likely to do sort of a similar thing to sort of GTA 5 and Skyrim, and keep Halo Infinite as like a long-running sort of updating game, or do you think they're just going to keep plowing along as they have with the Halo series?
I think that's what the name is. I think the name Infinite is games as a service with a fully fledged campaign. But the trailer they had for the Halo multiplayer was Season 1. So they're doing seasons, and I think there's no harm in like waiting 3 months and being like, hey guys, we know you've been wanting it. Here's Forge.
I agree.
Everyone goes, yeah, amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Even though like it was already going to be in the game, but like to be like, here's Forge, guys. We've been listening.
Yeah, we've been listening to ourselves, and we delayed it ourselves. So let's just get back to Horizon Forbidden West. Just want to mention quickly that is coming out on February 18th. And something that's really cool, if you have a PS5, then the original game, the first game, is now at 60 frames per second. I tried it this morning and it looks beautiful. It actually looks beautiful. In fact, I haven't finished the DLC for that, so I'm very tempted that now I finished Ghost of Tsushima's DLC, I might actually go back and play it because it looks gorgeous. Because it's in 60 frames a second and it's on the PS5, everything just it's popping, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay. Let's keep going on anyway. So, Marvel Future Revolution was a thing. Tales of Arise, that looks like a game. Tales of Luminaria. It's because I've been working all day, Zach. My brain's gone to shit, honestly. Jumanji: The Curse Returns. Good. Is Jumanji. If you want to play it on the Switch, because this comes with the Switch. Age of Empires 4, which I'm really excited about because I love Age of Empires. I'm just trying to fly through these now. There's more news about Genshin Impact. Sifu has got a date, which is February 22nd, as we had before, but again, it looks so good. And then we had a really long director's cut trailer for Death Stranding, which I still don't know if I'm gonna play Death Stranding, but I'm always so intrigued by it.
Yeah, that trailer looked mad, didn't it?
It did look mad.
But there are 2 games you've missed out.
Oh, there are loads of games I missed out. I just skipped over 20. Go for it.
So, first one, Marvel Midnight Suns.
Yes.
Which is made by Firaxis, who made the XCOM games.
Yes.
Are making a Marvel tactical RPG.
Yes, they are.
Which apparently isn't using the same mechanics as XCOM, but will scratch that XCOM itch. And
who doesn't have that itch?
Who doesn't have that itch? You know, you get XCOM on your creases your elbows and you have to get like cream to take away your XCOM.
Yeah, the Marvel cream.
But the marvelous Marvel cream. But XCOM is one of the best franchises of all time. One of the best polished games ever. I'm so excited for that game. Like the team is like Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Iron Man, Wonder Woman, bloody Captain Marvel. And then there's like one that you can make yourself. There's a brand new hero that they're bringing into it. It looks so good. But my highlight at Gamescom is a game from a South Korean developer who I can't remember the name of, called DokeV.
Oh yeah, it is on my list, but I skipped it.
Oh my god, this trailer is the most mad trailer I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I remember that one now. I watched that this morning. Yes,
it's like GTA if you were children.
Yeah,
and then like take away all the like gritty rubbish GTA stuff and replace it with like skateboarding, longboarding, jet skis, little cars that you go in if you're a kid. That like there's like little Hummers that you can get kids, like those little cars, and then like Monster Hunter-esque battles. We have to take down these massive demons and these incredible environmental effects, and then alongside you've got like a pink anteater and then like a panda with boxing gloves who are like dancing to like help you like defeat these like robots that you're fighting against. And
that's like a normal Monday, isn't it?
It's absolutely. And then like you can have kids doing like oranges and then bells and like you going under them, just like having a little fun. And then you keep like dancing on a longboard, and then you can use an umbrella to hover through the sky.
Yeah,
and you could use like Spider-Man like lasso web slinging onto like thin air through the sky across the entire map. And there's like different biomes, and you can like hover through like snow and like fight against dragons. It just I have not even scratched the surface of what is in this trailer. It looks absolutely mad.
Yeah, it does. No, you're totally right. It looked like I was reading because I was in work and I just kept seeing messages on I think it was like Push Square or something like that, where like the person was like, "This is the same game. It looks like 5 different games so far. It genuinely looked like 5 different games at once, which is amazing. Who doesn't want that? Yeah, it does.
Beautiful.
It does look great.
Oh my god, DokeV, mate, DokeV.
Yeah,
move over GTA.
But yeah, I don't know. I like from what I've seen, and I really enjoyed yesterday from what I saw and what I've seen today as well. It was really good. I think Xbox probably could have done without doing theirs or shortened it by half. Like they could have condensed it by half, and it would have been much better. But yeah, I pretty enjoyed it. Right, should we move on to some other news? I'll fly through these quickly because there's one I do want to talk about to you, Dav. But we'll start with one I want to mention to Zach. Zach, did you know that you can buy Skyrim again?
Again?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Bethesda have announced the Skyrim Anniversary Edition, which is free next gen upgrades. And fishing. That's what everyone's been calling out for.
Oh boy!
Not getting rid of the bugs. They want fishing, baby.
You don't need fishing. You can just go pick fish up. You just get in the water and grab them.
Now you got a little pole with a little fishing line.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, it's coming out again. And someone posted on Twitter, and I thought it was really funny. They were just like, Skyrim and Resident Evil 4 are trying their best to be the most re-released game of all time, and they're both doing really well. Because I think Resident Evil 4 is like got a VR version coming out soon or something like that. It's mad.
I think we need to make like a public outcry. Like, please, I beg of you. This is not to Bethesda. This is to the consumer. Stop buying it. Stop buying Skyrim.
Also,
for fuck's sake.
who doesn't have Skyrim at this point?
Who doesn't have it?
I had Skyrim when I didn't play it because it was cheap. It was like I was on Steam one day for like £3. I was like, I'll buy it. And I bought it, and I never played it. And the only time I actually played it was when I bought it again on my Nintendo Switch when I was on the...
You're the problem, Jonny.
I was the problem. But to be fair, ACP doesn't have it. That's the demographic. That's why they can fish. Everyone knows how much ACP loves fishing.
Do you know what? I'm going to give my copy away. I'm going to give my I've got a copy from the Xbox 360. I'm going to give it to someone so that they don't buy the new version.
This is a new thing. Zach's going to give away all his games.
So that people don't re-release them on the new fucking console. I actually don't have a gripe with Skyrim coming out again. I like Skyrim. It's a good game. I nearly bought it again on the Switch when we were
You're the problem!
I nearly did it, but then I was like, I don't want to spend £50 on a game I have already. That would be silly.
It's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. But I had actually never played it, so that was
You'd not played it, and also you were like on a console away from your... Yeah, so it's a bit different, but like...
Yeah.
Whatever.
ACP, do we need to have an intervention? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't know how you can have avoided Skyrim at this stage. Like, it's everywhere.
It looks ugly. I don't think I'll ever buy it. I mean, the way that Bethesda's going, I don't think you're going to have a choice at one point. Everyone's going to
eventually it'll
that's
come in
all
and
that's going to be
implanted
left
in your brain. You're
going to go into a game store, and all that's going to be on the walls is like Skyrim version 4 and 5 and 6. And,
you know what? Skyrim is the Coldplay of video games.
Yeah.
Well, it was once good, but now it's just gone on too long.
Like, yeah, for sure. And also, like, it's like fun to hate, but like, actually, there's a couple of good songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's some solid songs.
Yeah, maybe you don't need the PS5 Coldplay album, but like, you play that original PS3. Oh no, actually the PS3 version is supposed to be really bad. Skyrim.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, let's.
Well, I'm glad we're the first people to make fun of the fact that Skyrim gets re-released every year.
Yes.
I'm glad that we got ahead of the curve.
We got ahead of the curve, even though it's
original content.
Yes. Even though this was announced last week, and I haven't changed my news since then, apart from a few additions here and there. Yes, this is the content you need. Let's move on. This is definitely from last week because this is news from last week, and that's WarioWare has got a demo.
Yeah, baby.
Oh shit! I didn't know
there's
that.
a demo. I mean, you don't have a Switch, to be fair, Zach. So
I don't.
Sure. So like, it'd be quite
It's
hard
no
for
use
you
to me, but still.
But I've actually downloaded it, and I've not had a chance to have a go. But I'm gonna have a go tomorrow, see what it's like. But from what people have said, it's fun. It's WarioWare, and who doesn't love WarioWare? It's just, it's Mario. Quake got a bit of a shocking re-release across all the consoles. Quake's 25th anniversary remaster is out. Apparently, like, lots of people are actually recommending you playing it on Switch. I don't know why. I'm not saying this as a Nintendo shill. I am a Nintendo shill, but
that's beside the point.
That's what, like, I read a lot of people saying actually I would recommend get it on Switch because it's quick. Yeah, so hey, it's quick. It's quick.
I
not quick.
reckon it's because the resolution is less on the Switch, so it's less stretched out. It doesn't feel as blurry because it has to just hit that 1080.
Yeah,
but then I don't know.
I never played Quake. I never actually.
Me neither.
I never played it as a kid. I always played Doom. But I never played Quake. One of my friends did. He said it was awesome. He used to play it all the time. But yeah, maybe I'll get around to it. It does look like a lot of fun, and everyone's raving about it. So maybe we'll get around to that.
1, 2, and 3 are on Game Pass for PC.
There we are. No. Game Pass, baby. And Dab, this is the news I want to speak to you about, and then we're kind of done. WWE 2K22 got a new trailer, and then a late release date. Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, okay. It was at some. Did you watch SummerSlam?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, they released the trailer during SummerSlam, and it actually looks really good, but they've announced the release date is now March 2022.
Yeah, you know
Not
what?
this year.
Please, like, don't force they've already waited a year.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself to release it too early.
Yeah.
Take the extra time, because this might be it.
Yeah.
If this game is trash, that might be it for 2K's WWE license.
Well, actually, this is the thing. I mean, I read beyond that, and WWE had actually said to 2K, if this goes as bad as the last couple of ones, that we are taking this away from you. Good. Like they actually said that, and because I was reading that a lot of the developers at 2K were saying people are genuinely shitting themselves because if they get this wrong, there's a lot of like, are we doing the right thing? You know, it does look really nice, and from what I've read, people who've tried it at whatever level it is have said it's a massive upgrade on what was before. And I do you know what? I'm really down for a wrestling fix. I haven't bought a wrestling game in a long time, and I've been getting back into it a lot recently with like AEW and all as well. So like, yeah, I'm interested. My interest has been piqued, but just don't fuck it up, 2K. That's all I'll say.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's I like to rhyme.
Looks good though. Looks good.
It does look really good. Gents, do you have any news? Because I am out of news.
I spoke about DokeV. Can I mention
did.
DokeV? So pumped on that game. Oh my god.
Yeah. I think everyone should just go and watch that right now. We'll pause the podcast.
Yeah. We'll give you 6 minutes.
Yeah, give you 6 minutes, and then an extra 2 to like bring yourself back to earth because it's
to rewatch your favorite bit of the trailer.
Yeah, exactly. No news. Should we talk about games we've been playing? Zach, I feel like we haven't seen you in such a long time. You might have at least played one game.
Do you know what? I've been playing a lot of 2 games that I've kind of talked about before.
Whoa. Okay.
I've kind of talked about these before, so it doesn't really count, but I will talk about a little bit.
Go for it.
For whatever reason, because I was telling you I was playing Halo again quite a lot, but for whatever reason the online, I can't seem to get any online games lately. I can't get any like anything. So I was like, alright, well I'll go into like the private servers, you know, like they have like people just like set up a game and you can just join them. So I've been playing loads of those, and some of them are awesome, some of them are terrible. Like some of them are just not games at all. There's a couple like gun games are in there, you know, where when you get a kill, you change gun to the next thing, and you've got to get through all of them, and that's quite fun. And there's like a survival one that people are doing, which is based on the DayZ thing or DayZ. It's just like a big old map, and you don't have any. There's like very little lying around, and you just have to kind of like try and survive it. And those are quite fun as well.
Yeah.
I kind of like them because I don't really have to like focus, you know, get to the end of a day and I just get to kind of like jump into some Halo where I'm not really having to pay too much attention. I would have done that with campaigns in the past, but I played those campaigns to death, so I'm just like can't really be bothered with them anymore.
Sure.
Quentin really wanted us to do the campaigns again. He wanted to go right through them and do them all on Legendary, and I just can't be bothered, really. The other thing that I did definitely talk about was I played Pokemon Radical Red a while ago. It was maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and I was trying to do it as a Nuzlocke, and that made me hate it. That made me hate it so much because it's not fun. It's so hard. Like it's stupid hard, and I believe there are people who've Nuzlocked it. I think I've watched some people do it. I don't know how they do it. I think you have to learn the AI pretty well because the AI is pretty consistent.
Right.
Like, for instance, if there's one thing that I do know about them. If the opponent recognizes that that they can get a kill, they pretty well always go for it, which you can use to manipulate them. So you can like that, you know, they're going to go for that kill. So then you know what move they're going to use. So then you can switch out to something that it doesn't affect. You know. It doesn't rely so heavily on IVs and EVs as I thought they did, which is like the values that determine the stats. And
I thought the AI, the gym Pokemon are maxed EVs. Yeah,
I think that must be true because they're just bonkers hard. Like they're. It also gives you a lot of like ways of speeding stuff up. So you get like lucky eggs, which I guess from Pokemon Go, so that you can train quicker. And you get something called wings, which you can use to alter your EVs without having to train for them. That's really nice. There's a lot of little just like quick fixes, stuff that just gets on with it. So I've been kind of just playing that in between, like if I'm sitting having my lunch or whatever, I'll sit and play on it. And it's not too taxing because like on a Nuzlocke obviously you'd have to start over, but if I lose a fight that's fine. Like I can just stop playing for a bit and come back later. So it's not too bad, but it is pretty. It's a lot. It's basically all boss fights, and they're all, you have to do them at least like, I don't know, I think maybe 10 times before you kind of get a feel for like what the situation is and like what team you need and all that, bullshit. But yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it this time. Like I said, Nuzlocke was just excruciating, so I would never do that again. But this is a lot of fun.
Do you reckon?
So that's what I've been doing.
I was going to ask, do you reckon you'll buy the new... would you be interested... I think we've asked you this before, but I can't remember what you said. Do you reckon you'll be interested enough in the new Pokemon Legends to buy a Nintendo Switch? Even if it was a Switch Lite?
I don't know. I don't really... I'd have to hear what people say about it, because I feel like it could go in a bunch of directions. I don't think... I can't see it being any... The big problem with the main series is twofold. One, that the AI is kind of dog shit, so they just kind of like there's no strategy really. They just kind of like, I have a strong Pokemon, you have to have a stronger one. And then the other is that you could just over level. So it's like, that's one of the nice things about Radical Red. It doesn't let you over level. If you reach a gym leader, it'll only let you reach their level, and then it won't let you level up any higher. Wow. So you have to come up with a strategy, because otherwise they'd just be like, fuck this, I'm bored, I'm just going to go grind. And that, I can't see them getting rid of that in any way, because I get it. Like, apart from anything else, like, it's a bit, Pokemon it's not really for us, you know what I mean? It is, it's a children's game. Like, it is supposed to appeal to young kids. And if I played it, part of the appeal is that the fact that you can win. You know what I mean? Like, the
thing I'll say about Arceus is that it's not your typical mainline game.
Yeah.
There's no gyms.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's all about discovery and filling the Pokedex.
Cool.
Yeah, and like going out and doing certain things like, now you have to go and like evolve a Shinx twice, so that you can like fulfill this objective and help the professor. You've got like different people that give you tasks, and then you go out to the world. You're in not Hoenn, not Sinnoh, and before it's Sinnoh, so it's called something else. So you go out and you're exploring and you're finding all these Pokemon, and there's a couple of new Pokemon in there as well. So it seems really cool. I am very excited for it.
Well, I'll be very interested to hear what people have to say about it. You know, if everyone's kind of coming back going like it's something different, that is different to me, because I think that another thing is that it's not just the gameplay that works. The appeal of Pokemon is so easy because it's cute, like fucking lovable animals that you make fight to the death. You know what I mean? Like, fuck yeah! How could you not love that? It's so much in it.
I'm psyched up already.
But I agree. I think going away from the gym leader thing immediately makes me kind of go like, all right, we're doing something different. And I think it's another one of these Breath of the Wild situations, and it's such an easy comparison. But like the whole thing where everyone was like, I'm bored of I get a bow and arrow and I shoot the guy with the big eyeball, right? Like in the same vein, it's like, I'm sick to death of there being a rubbish rival, and it's 8 gyms, and the Elite Four aren't that hard. Let's do something different, right? Is it the original director? What's his name doing Legends or no?
No,
I don't know.
Think so. Tajiri? I don't think so.
Satoshi Tajiri, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just interested to see where they go with it. It's gonna be something, huh?
Okay. All right, awesome. Daff, what have you been playing?
A lot. I'm gonna rattle through a bunch and then I'll stop on one.
Okay.
On maybe 2. Okay, right. So. Tried Gal Metal, which is a cool game where like you're a teenage girl in a rock group having to fight off aliens. Fun,
sounds
a bit clunky. It's a rhythm game. It's really cool, probably pretty cheap. If you've got nothing better to do, check it out. I tried Last Stop that came out recently on Game Pass. Just was so slow and clunky, and it's supposed to be like you're sort of the Walking Dead season 1 kind of game. I just couldn't get on with it. Couldn't get on board with it, and I really, really wanted to. No More Heroes. God, that is aged poorly.
That's quite funny.
Blinks the Time Sweeper. God, that is aged poorly.
Oh god.
There's another game that's aged poorly that I'll come to in a bit. I've played through Hades.
Oh,
Ooh,
thoughts?
okay.
I think that's a phenomenal game.
Mm.
I
Cool.
Ended up breaking my X button on my Xbox controller from attacking so much.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that was brutal. But brilliant game. I can see why there's all the hype. I only got to one ending, but there are many, many, many endings, and I've watched all the different cutscenes from it on YouTube. Naughty, naughty. And the last two games I want to talk about. Do you want the one I like or the one I don't like?
Let's go don't like, because then we can
Yeah,
end
that's
on,
the
like,
other one you hate.
we can have the happy one after that.
The one I don't like has aged poorly, has a lot of very questionable views on female characters.
Oh god.
The controls are still okay, kind of.
This could be a lot of games so far.
It's a game
Yeah,
that
every game before 2010, basically.
Chickpea knows what it is because I streamed it. I played about 4 hours of it, and that was me done. I'd never need to play this game again.
Oh wow.
Even if one of the bosses happens to be an opera singing poo, I cannot stand Conker's bad fur.
Wow,
Dav Weeks
okay.
is going to die.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be here for this episode, but he's
That
not.
would have been funnier.
And yeah, my god, that game is not appropriate anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Like some of the all the male characters, the way they talk about the female characters is absolutely gross. Like in the worst ways. Like the first shot of the game is a sexualized squirrel bent down in really short shorts so you can see her ass, and then like dancing to like aerobics, and it's like, why are we sexualizing a squirrel? What are we doing?
Squirrels
Now
are
Now we
pretty
have a
sexy.
whole generation of furries.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, the singing poo is brilliant.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's brilliant and it's stupid. And there are some really good level design moments in there. But yeah, I just couldn't get over how despicably all the male characters talk about the female characters, and it's horrible. It's horrendous. And yeah, I just couldn't hack it anymore.
Is it really that bad?
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, man.
It's so bad. Like,
Which one did you play? Did you play the
I played the live and reloaded version.
So that's the remake, but it's almost similar to the.
So the tutorial's different,
Right.
but everything else is the same.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's not the one from Rare Replay. Essentially, it's the one that came out on Gold.
On Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the tutorial's really cool because it's the same tutorial, but they change things.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end of the tutorial, they're like, "So I don't remember this being like this," and they're like, "Oh, they've changed the tutorial to make you believe that the rest of the game's going to be different as well, but it's not." The tutorial, the whole game's the same
That's
as
funny.
it was before. But yeah, rough.
Oh man.
But there is good news. There is a game I played recently and completed and really, really enjoyed,
Okay.
and that is 12 minutes.
Ooh, I've heard controversial things about this game, but go on.
I loved it. I thought that
It's got a Hollywood cast, doesn't it? James McAvoy.
it's got a Hollywood cast.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing I've heard or seen Daisy Ridley in.
There we go.
And Willem Dafoe is incredible. His voice is amazing. But it's only like a 4 or 5 hour game. And
Gosh, I thought it was going to be shorter than that.
hey, 12 minutes. And it's
Sorry.
the journey is just excellent. The journey, the end is anticlimactic, and there's like, it's kind of weird. Like there seems to be multiple endings, but it kind of gives you the chance to go through a couple of them. But then if you pick a certain one, you're just stuck in a loop and you can't do
Right.
anything. You're like, oh, okay. And there were a couple of little glitches which they've said they were fixing, and apparently maybe they have, but they weren't too upsetting. I played it on day one, so you know you're always going to expect something bad to happen. But yeah, man, I can't really talk about too much of the story, and the game's all story, but like just the idea of like going through like one cycle and going, right, okay, this time I'm going to grab the knife and just have it on me and just see what happens and see if I can use it at any point. And you go, because basically you and your wife, you're at home, she tells you she's pregnant, makes you dessert, and then a guy comes around who tells you he's a cop, and then like cable ties your hands together, ends up killing you because he needs to get a watch from your wife. And she's like, And like just as he's killing you, she goes, "Okay, I'll tell you. The watch is in the," and then you die, and then you reset, and you're like, "Whoa, okay." So like, right, okay, the wife's hiding something here, and so like you have to go through and like, right. How do I find out? And I'm not ruining it, Chickpea. That's the first 12 minutes of the game, and you're on a 12-minute cycle, which is sort of like the Outer Wilds.
Is it like Groundhog Day, but the G game?
It's Groundhog 12 minutes, and it's a lot darker than Groundhog Day.
Okay.
I have a very important question.
Go on.
Is it on Game Pass?
It absolutely is on Game Pass.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to play
Damn
it.
straight it's on Game Pass.
I'm going to play that. It sounds really fun.
Dude, it's so...
Bitch Games Ahoy is sponsored by Game Pass.
Yeah.
I streamed the whole thing in one sitting, and I'm not saying you need to play it in one sitting, not at all, but definitely play it with someone.
How long did it take you?
Okay.
About 4.5.
4.5, okay.
4.5 hours, I reckon.
One day you'll have a sponsorship. Yes, we will, ACP. Yes, we will.
The G in Daffy G stands for Game Pass. But yeah, like, definitely play it with someone, and like play it as like a team, like trying to work out like, right, what should we do this time? Like, okay, well, if I hide in the closet and like, oh, what's this in the clothes? Oh, I can use that. I will, yeah. And if you ever need any, I want to talk so much about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I imagine because I want to play it.
Batshit mental. It goes. You will not guess. You will not guess what the twist is. Have fun with it.
Does Willem Dafoe come back as the Green Goblin, and then the Spider-Verse happens? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I already guessed. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Dom, anything else?
I think that's plenty of games. Yeah, I'm 12 hours into Psychonauts 2, and it's currently my game of 2020.
Oh yeah, I've heard amazing things about that. I've genuinely heard amazing things about it.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I just played through the Jack Black level, and it's this game. It's like nothing else. But I'm going to save it until I finish it. But guys, play Psychonauts 1. Yeah. You can do it in like 2. You can do it in a weekend, and then play Psychonauts 2. My God,
I'm going to download them both tonight, but I just haven't had a chance to get around to it. But I've heard so many good things. Reviews have been great. So yeah, awesome. I'm just going to quickly mention I played the Ghost of Tsushima Iki Island DLC, and it's one of the best DLC additions to any game I've ever played.
Wow.
It almost feels like it's anyone that plays Ghost of Tsushima should absolutely play the DLC, because it answers questions that you didn't necessarily need answering, but are nice to get the answers to. It's like it gives you it adds a lot of weight to Jin, the lead character, to his background, to his past, and it deals a lot. Right. And I'm not going to give away too much on the DLC, but essentially what happens in the first 5 minutes is you get captured when you get to Iki Island, and you get poisoned, and so you start hallucinating to the entire time you're playing that. So that's not given away because that's in the reviews and everything else. Sure. That is basically what happens when you play the DLC, and it's just really good. The one thing I'd forgotten about is just how good the combat is. Oh man, it's so good. I tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a really refined Assassin's Creed 2 combat system where you can fight, you can attack if you want to, but a lot of it is waiting for people to counter-attack. Counter-attacking is often way more fun and way more satisfying. There's a bit more to it than that, and you get all these
It sounds and looks like Assassin's Creed Origins before they went to Odyssey, but Origins was a bit more slow, for them to come at you and then deflect and get in there.
Yeah, because honestly, if the combat feels more like an Assassin's Creed game than Assassin's Creed Valhalla did. Right. Assassin's Creed Valhalla did not feel like an Assassin's Creed game, even though it had the completely bloated world map. But I enjoyed Iki Island so much that I was considering going back to replay the whole game because it's insane. I didn't actually buy the PS5 version. I just bought the PS4 version because if you play it on the PS5, you're already getting 60 frames a second. And I was like, I can pay £15, get the game, and then not have the haptic feedback. I can live with that. So I did, and it was completely fine. And as a package, I saw the reviews for the the director's cut or whatever, the Iki Island expansion, and the whole game as it is now on the PS5, and the reviews are way better, way better than the original game, and it adds about 15 hours on top of the original game, but it's not bloated content. The story content is good, and it's very, very good, and I really enjoyed it, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to get back to Witcher 2 now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to tell you something I'm really annoyed by. Bloody, I bought Witcher 2 from CEX for like 12 quid the other day. I was like, yeah, because Series X backwards compatibility. Checked online yesterday, it's on sale for £2.50. I was like, why, Xbox? Why?
Why do you have such good deals?
Why do you do this to me? But you know what? That's fine. It's good. I'm really enjoying it. It doesn't feel as good as 3, but the story feels as good.
Yeah.
So
I've not played 3, but Witcher 2 is a good game.
Story's great. Like,
good game.
It does feel a bit aged, like the combat wise, but like, it's not had anything updated. Whereas other games from that era have been updated. That one hasn't. So it is literally a game from 2010. So it's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, that's me. Gents, should we do a quiz?
Yeah.
Let's do a quiz.
Absolutely.
Let's play our
With that being said, I do have to leave in about 10 minutes.
That's
so
why.
I may not get to the end.
That's why. What we'll do is, I'll try and we've got. I think we've got enough time. Quiz normally takes about 10 minutes. We'll blast through. All right. First question. Okay. Let's just get into it. Can you order these 3 Splinter Cell games by release date? So chronologically, I want you to order these 3 Splinter Cell games by release date. They're not a direct order, so they're a bit spread out. But I just want you to put them in 1, 2, 3. Which one came out first? Which one came out last?
All right.
Okay. So we got Chaos Theory, Conviction, and Pandora Tomorrow.
Ooh.
So order those 3. If you get them all right, I'll give you 2 points.
Ooh. I think I got it.
If you get 1 right, I'll give you 1
I've
point.
never once played a Splinter Cell game.
Neither have I.
I've played.
I don't think I've ever even been in the same room as a Splinter Cell game.
I've played one of them, and it is really good. It is genuinely it was a really good game. I can't remember which one it was because it was like when they first came out, like the first 2, I think it was.
I bought the original one 3 days ago, the original Xbox version on my obviously on the Series X for like 4 quid or something, and I was like, that's just there now. I now have Splinter Cell for that day where I want to play it. You know. I
just want to point out as well, like I actually genuinely love the Series X so much. I went out and bought these 2 games for £5. And like
they get upgraded,
because they're upgraded. So like it's bonkers, absolutely mad. If anyone was listening, then I just realised I showed it on the camera. It's Red Dead Redemption 1 and GTA 4 because I never actually completed GTA 4, so I'm gonna go back and play that. Anyway, tell me your answers. 3, 2, 1, go. Zach, what did you go with?
Conviction, Chaos, and then Pandora.
Okay, Dav, what did you go with?
Pandora Tomorrow, Chaos Theory, then Conviction.
So Dav gets 2 points, and Zach gets 1. You get 1 point, Zach.
I get a point?
You do get a point, because Dav got both of them right. I got all 3 right, and you got 1 right. So I'm going to give you a point.
Okay.
I did say that if you get 1 right, you can get 1 point. All right, question number 2. Which of these driving games made its debut first? Is it Burnout, Gran Turismo, or Need for Speed?
Oh,
it's a good question.
Thanks.
When the hell did the first Need for Speed game come out? Because obviously you had the Underground ones, but is there a Need for Speed before Underground?
Well, no, because it was underground and no one knew about it.
It was called Want for Speed.
Yeah.
How come like there's so many games where they and like films as well that have like the same like second part? You know, you get like it's always like Revelations and Revolution and Underground and
Overground,
fucking
Wombling
Resurrection.
And
why do they do that?
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
All right.
What? Sorry, say him again.
Okay, Burnout, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed. Which game series made its debut first?
All right, got it.
Also, I'm ready.
Very aware to anyone listening that I'm saying debut funny. It's on purpose. It's not.
No, it isn't.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Press enter. Gape, what are you going with?
Gran Turismo.
Zach Hamilton.
Burnout.
It's Nerd for Spurred. It's Need for Speed.
Need for Spurred.
No. It's Need for Speed.
Need for Spurred.
Burnout came out in 2001. Gran Turismo came out in 97. Need for Speed came out in 1994.
Whoa.
That is... I was the PC, I think it was. It's genuinely shocking. When I saw that, I was like, what? That is mad. That is mad. Anyway, question number 3. Which of these Pokemon games has the highest score on Metacritic? Is it Black and White, Soul Silver, Heart Gold, or X and Y?
Damn it. I know that 2 of these are considered the best in the series. But
It's always the
One of these
first
games
one.
in particular is always being referred to as the best one, and it's amazing to me because I don't think it is the best one. I think it's okay.
It's always the first one on a new system that gets amazing reviews, like X and Y.
So can I give you not a hint,
Yeah.
but just I'm going to tell you this before you give me your answers. Okay. 5 of the games have the same score, and one of the games, even though it's part of the same has a higher
Same
score.
generation. Yeah.
So, which means that's the reason why it has the combined highest score.
Then I know what I'm going for. Right. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, press enter. Zach Hamilton, would you go with?
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Okay.
I almost went with that black and white.
You're both wrong.
Damn
Whoa.
it.
It's X and Y.
And is it X that's got the better score?
So, Black and White has 87.
Yeah.
Soul Silver, Heart Gold, 87. X and Y. X had 87 and Y had 88.
Huh.
Which I was really confused by because aren't they essentially the same games with just slightly
They're the
different
same
Pokemon?
game?
I think Heart Gold Soul Silver got harsh reviews, only 87. Those are incredible.
Yeah.
It's the one that everyone always. That's the one that everyone says is the best game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people
I don't
hate-
think it's
people
that
hate
good.
X
I
and
think
Y.
it's pretty
like
good.
X. I like X, but people hate X and Y.
Yeah. Well, Y is the best scores out of all of them. So,
Well,
mad.
we'll never know why.
We'll never know. Hey! All right. Question number 4. What is the best-selling game series from the list below? Fallout, The Witcher, or Uncharted?
Oh. That's an interesting list.
What is the
Yeah,
best-selling
there could
game
be kind of
series
any
from
of
the
those
list
for
below?
different reasons, really.
So I can only go with the figures that were provided. But these are the figures that I got.
Because The Witcher is only going to be Witcher 3.
Do you guys have answers?
I got an answer.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it though.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, press enter. Ooh! Fallout from Zach Hamilton and Uncharted from Dav Gape. But these are Uncharted times because the answer is The Witcher.
Yeah.
Dang.
Fallout 38 million, which is surprisingly low. Uncharted
Yeah.
44 million. The Witcher and Dav Gape, you were absolutely right because 35 million copies of The Witcher is The Witcher 3, and The Witcher has sold
Jesus.
50 million copies worldwide.
Wow. I'm surprised that the first two is on 15 combined.
I actually can't believe that Fallout has only sold 38 million units. That
And
actually
Witcher 3
seems-
is sold 35.
Yeah, they're just bonkers. Absolutely mad. Alright, question number 5. Which game from this list of 4 did not come out in 2004? Is it Driver, Fable, Far Cry, or Guitar Hero?
Say them again. They didn't come out in 2004.
Yeah, Driver, Fable, Far Cry, or Guitar Hero.
I've got mine.
Damn it. Fable, Guitar Hero, and Driver, Fable, Guitar Hero, and what was the other one?
Far Cry.
Far Cry.
Cry. Okay, I think I got an answer.
Hang on, I just gotta get my pal ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, press enter.
Guitar Hero.
Dav gave you a Guitar Hero, Zach went with Far Cry,
Far Cry.
and it is Guitar Hero.
Bollocks! When
Was
did
that
it come out?
2003?
2005.
Wow.
Driver 2004, Fable 2004, Far Cry 2004, Guitar Hero 2005. Yeah, it's.
I remember
mad.
seeing the posters for Fable and just thinking it looked fucking amazing.
It was
I didn't have an
amazing.
Xbox.
Yeah, I loved Fable. Fable actually was the reason I bought an Xbox. It was the whole
Nice.
reason I
Wow.
okay.
Mine was
that was-
Midtown Madness 3.
That was. I'm gonna get the kazoo out now. Are you ready, gents? Oh,
Yep.
should we do a test?
Yep.
That
Lovely.
was.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna fucking cry.
So I will. I will accept a number of answers for this.
Yeah, there's no way anyone's going to get the specific track, surely.
If they do, then Zach Hamilton has got a
1
video
million
game coming
points.
to you.
Yeah. Just like every week we just sell off one of my fucking shitty old Xbox 360 games.
It's just always Skyrim.
I have to buy a new copy every week. That's really funny.
I mean, it's not going to be hard. It is everywhere. Okay, do you guys have answers?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, presenter. Dav, what did you go with?
Fire Emblem.
And Zach?
I think it's Kirby.
It is Kirby.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's a gourmet race theme from Kirby. It's also in Smash Bros. 64.
That's what it makes me think of.
That is the level. It's from Smash Bros. 64. It is Kirby's theme from that level as well. So I would have accepted Smash Bros. As well as from that game. Okay, here we go, guys. Number 7. Name that badly described game. Ah, shit! Here he goes again. The protagonist returns home after 5 years and immediately gets into trouble.
Say it one more time.
Ah, shit! Here he goes again. Protagonist returns home after 5 years and immediately gets into trouble. No, okay. ACP says that could literally be anything. There is. You are right. That could literally be anything. But if you know your memes, I'm just leaving that there. If you know your memes, if you know your memes, as Zach would say.
Don't.
Oh,
I would never say that.
I think you said it once and it stuck with me so much. So now I've probably said it more times than you've ever said it, but it's still your thing.
Memes. Ah, fuck. I don't know. I know this shit thing has something to do with it. There's some hint there.
Yeah.
Which just makes it more upsetting.
Ah, shit. Here he goes again. Protagonist returns home after 5 years and immediately gets into trouble. If you know your memes, then
I clearly don't.
Then you'll definitely know the game, is what I would say. Listeners, Dav is not straining for a poop.
You don't know that. Right, I've got an answer.
Okay. Well, this is rigged, ACP. It is. Zach, do you have an answer?
No. But just do it, because I gotta go anyway.
3, 2, 1, presenter. Dav, Gape, what'd you go with?
Red Dead 2.
And Zach?
Kirby.
It's GTA San Andreas. It's shit. Here I go again.
That's bullshit. I did know that.
You did
Damn
know
it.
that. All right.
I knew my menu.
Should we stop there?
Guys, keep going without me. I gotta. Because we've only done.
I think. Well, we'll stop there, Zach. But we'll stop there for you. You can talk.
I'm just gonna jump straight out because I'm gonna. I don't want to upset.
Absolutely not a problem at all.
Cheers,
it's lovely having you, man. And we'll
Sayonara.
we'll say goodbye because you are the victor. You're the victor.
This is fucking bullshit.
Dav Gape is the victor. We are back. Here we are. Bye, Zach. And that's it. We'll say goodbye because Dav, you won 3-1, and there is 3 questions left. Should I just go through the other 3 questions?
Yeah,
I'll see what you would have got. Let's see what you would have got.
hates me.
Okay. Question number 8. Excluding mini directs and partner showcases, what was the longest gap between 2 Nintendo directs? Was it 331 days, 431 days, or 531 days?
431 days.
It was 531 days between September 4th and February 17th, 2021. Yeah.
Right.
Dav, can you rank these 4 companies in terms of revenue?
Oh, no.
Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, and Tencent.
Yeah. Tencent number 1. Nintendo number 2, Sony number 3, Microsoft number 4.
So you got one right. From bottom to top, I'll go. Microsoft was correct. Gaming revenue, 11.6 billion. Nintendo, third, 12.1. Tencent, 13.9. Sony, 25 billion right on top.
Yeah, but They lost a lot of money as well.
They have. I mean, I think they've only just started making money from the disc version of the PS5, whereas they're still not making money on the non-disc version of the PS5. And
the one I got.
This is Sony. That's why he bought it. He wants to bring Sony down by buying their products, and it's going to happen. It's going to bring them down. That's the end, though. Let's call podcast number 65. Thanks so much for listening today, everyone. If you enjoyed the show, then please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Go follow DaviG over on Twitch because he does a lot of streaming. We might be moving the day we do the podcast. I just said do, and I'm very aware. We might do the podcast on another day. It could be a Monday. Maybe who knows? do. We're also proud to say we're affiliated with Green Man Gaming, so check them out because you can get us some pennies and that. You know what?
Because they've got PC games and Xbox games on there, and they have if you're looking to buy a game on Xbox, go look on that website through our link, of course, because they'll sell the currency for the Xbox shop slightly under the actual value of the currency, so you'll make money by doing it.
You'll make money, and you'll make us money, and who doesn't like making us money? Thank you. This is us. No, that's it. We're gonna leave there. Thank you so much for watching. We love you all. That's it. Let's leave it there. Thank you so much, Dav. You've been a star. You've won again. And Zach's now run off, so we can call all kind of bad things we can say about him, and he'll never know unless he listens to this part of the podcast, which I doubt he will.
Hey, Zach, you shit.
Bye, everyone!
Tatty, bye!